8-year-old Zara Williams stepped onto the gleaming aircraft, her small hands gripping a bright purple backpack. The first-class cabin sparkled with polished surfaces and leather seats. Flight attendant Sarah smiled warmly as Zara found seat 2A. "Welcome aboard, sweetie," Sarah said, helping her settle in. 3 rows back, Executive Marcus Webb adjusted his expensive tie and frowned. He watched Zara with narrowed eyes, his face twisting with obvious displeasure. Webb whispered to his colleague, "What's a kid like that doing in first class?" Other passengers began noticing too. Whispers started floating through the cabin. Zara felt their stares but kept her chin up, just like her father taught her. She buckled her seatbelt and pulled out a science book, trying to ignore the uncomfortable atmosphere building around her. 20 minutes into the flight, Webb suddenly jumped from his seat, panic spreading across his face. "My watch! My $50,000 Rolex is missing!" he shouted, loud enough for everyone to hear. Flight attendant Sarah rushed over. "Sir, when did you last see it?" Webb pointed directly at Zara. "I had it when I boarded. Then SHE walked past my seat to use the bathroom. Now it's gone." The cabin fell silent. All eyes turned to the little girl. "But I didn't take anything," Zara whispered, her voice trembling. "Search her bag," Webb demanded. "Kids like her, they steal things they can't afford." Sarah hesitated, but pressure from other passengers made her move toward Zara. "Honey, we need to check your belongings." Zara's eyes filled with tears. "I promise I didn't take his watch. I don't steal." Her small hands shook as the crew prepared to search through her things. Sarah and flight attendant Mike began emptying Zara's purple backpack onto the seat. Books, crayons, and snacks scattered everywhere. Other passengers craned their necks to watch the spectacle. "Check every pocket," Webb insisted, crossing his arms smugly. An older woman in seat 4B shook her head. "Terrible what parents teach children these days. She probably learned it at home," another passenger muttered. Zara stood up, tears streaming down her cheeks. "Please stop. I didn't take anything. My daddy says stealing is wrong." "Your daddy should have taught you better," Webb sneered. Mike searched through her jacket pockets while Sarah examined every item twice. The crowd grew larger as passengers from economy class gathered to witness the drama. "Maybe check her shoes," suggested a man with a briefcase. "This is embarrassing," whispered someone else. "Poor thing looks terrified." But most passengers sided with Webb. "Rich folks don't lie about expensive watches," one said. Zara's voice cracked as she pleaded, "I'm telling the truth. I was reading my book the whole time." The humiliation felt overwhelming. Everyone stared at her like she was a criminal instead of just a scared little girl. Suddenly, the cockpit phone rang with urgent beeps. Captain Rodriguez answered, his expression changing dramatically as he listened. "Yes, sir." "Understood completely." "Right away," he said, hanging up quickly. The captain emerged, walking directly toward the commotion. His entire demeanor had shifted from casual to extremely serious. "What's the passenger's name in seat 2A?" he asked Sarah quietly. "Zara Williams," she replied. Captain Rodriguez went pale. Everyone stepped back immediately. "Stop this search right now." Webb's confidence began cracking. "What's going on? Why are you protecting her?" "Sir, I need you to return to your seat," the captain ordered firmly. Other passengers sensed the sudden tension. The captain's hands were actually shaking as he looked at Zara with newfound respect. "Miss Williams, I sincerely apologize for this treatment," he said carefully. Webb's face showed growing panic. "Who is she? Why does everyone suddenly care about some random kid?" The captain's radio crackled with air traffic control asking about the cross-family passenger. The plane landed with security vehicles surrounding the gate. Through the window, passengers saw a sleek private jet with Cross Industries painted in gold letters. A tall, commanding man in an expensive suit boarded immediately. His presence filled the entire cabin with authority. "Daddy!" Zara cried, running into his arms. Webb's face turned ghostly white. "Daniel Cross. The Daniel Cross. That's my daughter you've been terrorizing," Daniel said coldly, his voice cutting through the silence like steel. The billionaire tech mogul's eyes blazed with protective fury. Every passenger now understood the gravity of their mistake. Webb stumbled backward, realizing he had just accused the daughter of one of America's most powerful men. The power dynamic had completely reversed in seconds. Security reviewed the plane's cameras within minutes. The footage clearly showed Webb dropping his own watch into the bathroom trash, then retrieving it after accusing Zara. "You planted evidence against a child," Daniel Cross said as airport police handcuffed Webb. Webb's career crumbled instantly. His company fired him, and criminal charges followed for false accusations and evidence tampering. Zara stood tall beside her father, no longer the frightened little girl from earlier. "Daddy, you taught me that truth always wins." "That's right, princess. And good people will always fight for what's right." The other passengers apologized shamefully, learning a powerful lesson about judging others. Justice had prevailed, and hope sparked in everyone who witnessed Zara's courage and her father's unwavering protection.